What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Plant Vs Undead. I've been playing their latest update, Farm 2.0, and I want to show you guys the earning potential it has. This way, new players coming in have a better idea of how much capital is needed up front and what to expect in terms of ROI, return on investment. As always, this is not financial advice, and always do your own research, guys. Finally, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to help my channel grow. You guys have been amazing with your support so far. Alright, let's get started. I've tried to keep this video as simple as possible so that everyone can follow along, but as always, if you have any questions, just ask down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so some basic stuff to get out of the way first. You're already aware that you have a free plot of land where you can plant 5 plants and 1 mother tree. That is the max. However, we are not going to do that. We're going to use cheaper alternatives that were introduced in Farm 2.0. And as you can see right there, they gave us the sunflower saplings and the sunflower mama. And for each one, you can see that it says the sapling is a temporary plant and the sunflower mama is a temporary mother tree. So we're going to plant these 2 sunflowers to generate LE, which you can later trade for PVU. So let's start with our sunflower saplings first. You're going to buy 5 sunflower saplings at a cost of 100 LE, as you saw on the previous screen. So that's 500 LE. And in order to grow them, you need to buy some small pots. So we're going to buy 5 small pots and they each cost 50 LE. So that's a total of 750 LE. But we're not done. We're going to double this cost. And you're probably wondering why you want to buy 10 sunflower saplings and 10 small pots. Well, as you saw on the previous screen, the sunflower saplings only last for 3 days, while the sunflower mama lasts for 6 days. So after the initial 3 days, when you harvest the sunflower saplings, you're going to have 5 free empty slots just sitting there while the sunflower mama is still doing its thing. So in order to maximize our profits, we're going to plant another 5 sunflower saplings. Therefore, the cost will be 1500 LE total for the sunflower saplings. So just to recap, you're going to buy 5 sunflower saplings and 5 small pots to put them in. Let it harvest for 3 days, and then you're going to collect the LE. Then you're going to buy another 5 sunflower saplings and another 5 small pots to put them in, and again let it harvest for 3 days for a total of 6 days, which is the equivalent of 1 sunflower mama, because they take 6 days to harvest, which brings us to the cost of the sunflower mama. So this one's pretty easy. You're going to buy 1 sunflower mama and 1 small pot for a total of 250 LE. So we've got our sunflowers. What's next? Well, you need to water them and scare crows away every day. Each sapling and the mama need to be watered twice a day. So that's a total of 12 times a day that you need to use water. So you multiply that by 6 days, and that's 72 times that you need to water. But we're not just going to stop there. If you recall, in this latest Farm 2.0 update, they added a daily quest of where you water other people's plants 15 times a day, you get a reward of 50 LE. So we're going to add that to our costs, and we're going to do it over 7 days. And you're thinking, well, we just did things over 6 days, why you're doing it over 7 for this one? Well, I'm adding an extra day for buffer, because you never know if you have crows that stop the time or you're not able to get to your plant. So I think if we add that extra day, it's just easier to calculate and easier to keep on top. This way you can report your earnings weekly. So in order to complete the daily quest, like I said, you need to water other people's plants 15 times. So we're gonna have to do 15 times 7, which gives us 105 times that you need to water. So 105 times plus the 72 that you need to water your own plants gives us a total of 177. So therefore you'll need to purchase 2 times water, which is a cost of 100 LE. And the last thing that we need is to scare the crows. And in my opinion, you only need to buy that one time. So the cost of that is 20 LE, because I feel like 20 has been enough so far for me. So if we add the total cost of all the sunflower saplings you need, the Sunflower Mama, plus all the water and scaring the crows, that equals 1870. And the conversion rate of LE to PVU is 100 LE equals 1 PVU. And currently the price of PVU is about $20 US. So as a new player, you would need 19 PVU tokens, which equals $380. And keep in mind, these calculations are based on the fact that I'm trying to maximize the space given on our free land. Of course, you can start with much lower cost. If you only want to buy a few saplings and a Sunflower Mama, that's totally fine, and then you can build up your LE that way till you get to the point where you can fill your land. Alright, so we know the total cost now, but how much LE are we earning or harvesting after 7 days? Well, we know that the sunflower sapling gives you 250 LE after the 3 days, and we have 10 of those. So after the 6 days, we're going to be earning 2500 LE from our sunflower saplings. And then the Sunflower Mama gives us 850 LE after its 6-day period. So tack on another 850. And then don't forget, we're going to be doing the daily quest for 7 days, which gives us 50 LE daily. So that's another 350. And if we add all this up together, we get a total of 3700 LE. This brings us to this moment. What are we actually earning after taking into account all the costs? Well, we already know that we're earning 3700 LE after a week, and our costs were 1870. So we subtract that number from 3700 and we get 1830 LE as our total profit. And now keep in mind again that the conversion is 100 LE for 1 PVU. We are roughly getting 18.3 PVU for that. And if we convert it at its current price of $20 per 1 PVU, that's a profit of $360. But we're not done. We have to factor in the 5% tax that they will take from that, which gives us $342 roughly. If you ask me, that's pretty good for a week, guys. I'm quite pleased with that. And remember, guys, when you're watering other people's plants and scaring crows away, you're gonna get some drops. You might get sunflower saplings, you may get lucky and get a Sunflower Mama, and all of that is gonna reduce your total cost. So in 1 week, instead of $342, you may make $400 or even more. As an example, the last few days, I've gotten 2 sunflower saplings when watering other people's plants, so I won't need to go and buy as many, and it's going to increase my profits. And speaking of profits, as you recall, I said you needed roughly $380 as an initial investment to get this up and running. Well, you can see that you can almost make all of it back in 1 week, and you will certainly be earning some profits in week 2. But this does bring me to the last point that I want to talk about, and that is the price of 1 PVU token. Like I said, at the time of this video, it is roughly $20 per 1 PVU token. Personally, I don't see it staying this high, the price. I may be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, it goes higher or it stays this high, but I feel like it may come down, so you should take that into account when playing Plant vs Undead. And this brings us to the end of the video. I hope this PVU guide made sense and the numbers made sense and my explanations were easy to follow. But of course, if you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Until next time, Mr. K-Star out.